North Korea wants to steal your crypto, but they don't want to give it to their citizens because that would make them free.
We actually believe and put a lot of faith behind this World Economic Forum report that says that just a huge percent, 10% of the world's GDP could be tokenized by 2027.
DeFi is definitely a trend, but it's not a trend. It should be taken very seriously. It is something that is here to stay. It has given access to individual and institutional investors to participate in the market.
Bitstamp converts the spot rate. It moves over the XRP ledger in 8 seconds. It gets converted by Bitso on the other end into peso at the spot rate, and then goes out on local rails to the ultimate bank account of the recipient.
Who do you think would be a candidate for the chair position if Gensler were to step aside?
I actually have information on this that I'm not at liberty to share. But
well, look, you're arguing that this is some sort of foreign concept that's completely unknown in the U.S. tax code.
It's probably unconstitutional. It's probably, and it was never in anyone's intent.
We're at a pivotal point in the United States where do we go the direction that crypto is self-hosted wallets are not allowed? Do we go a direction where there's no clarity and we push this multi-trillion-dollar industry to Europe and UAE and other places?
Know what you hold?
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP Army.
If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. We got Reggae Rasta in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likeys, stuffing some baggies. Make September shine like gold. On December, we got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.18 trillion, down about 4.5% in the past 24. We got XRP currently in that number 7 spot, currently right around 57 cents. Stellar XLM currently right around 9 cents. BTC 59K. ETH right around 26 hundo. We got Flare Networks right around a penny and a half. Axelar 55 cents. XDC 2.5 cents. We got Songbird right around 0069. Zahao right around 0.03. We got Evernote 7 cents. Jewel Token right around 4.5 cents. We got XRP drops to pop things off. The 2023 global GDP, 105 trillion. USA, 26.9 trillion. Ripple's Brook and Whistle highlights the World Economic Forum's prediction that 10% of the global GDP will be tokenized by 2027.
It can be around central bank digital currencies. It can be around NFTs. We actually believe and put a lot of faith behind this World Economic Forum report that says that just a huge percent, 10% of the world's GDP could be tokenized by 2027 in some form or another. And if you really believe...
Radar hits just in. Warren Buffett sold another 981 million shares of Bank of America. Buffett now holds $278 billion in cash and selling stocks like never before, including Apple. He's getting ready for a crash. Meanwhile, watch your guru, Justin. The SEC issues a Wells notice to the NFT platform OpenSea, threatening to sue, citing NFTs on the platform are securities. Gary, you still there? We got trade talks discussing the access DeFi has given to individuals and institutional investors.
DeFi is definitely a trend, but it's not a trend. It should be taken very seriously. It is something that is here to stay. It has given access to individual and institutional investors to participate in the market through these new digital assets and ETFs, securities, tokenized securities. So this is definitely something that is worth paying attention to, whether there is regulatory environment that is conducive to it yet or not. There is definitely opportunities and guardrails for that.
We got the Digital Euro Association. Excited about the future of digital money. Join us March 27th, 2025 to explore CBDCs, stablecoins, and commercial bank money tokens. Get your super early bird tickets now. Don't miss out the Digital Euro Conference. We got Smoke Dog, a detailed breakdown from Ripple on how banks can utilize crypto exchanges for XRP-based transactions without needing a direct relationship with Ripple.
So we work, so there's a small money service business called Qualix, based in Texas, and they serve Mexican workers that are sending funds back home to their family in Mexico. So what happens is we have relationships that we've helped coordinate with exchanges on both sides of that transaction. So in the US, it's Bitstamp, and in Mexico, it's Bitso, both digital asset exchanges. So they're setting the rates. So in some ways, it alleviates the need for Qualix, the financial institution in this case, to even hold XRP. They simply go, the risk is then absorbed by the digital exchange. That's their business, right? They're making markets, they know exchange rates, and there's a fee involved with that. But they will give, or they may have a US dollar account at Bitstamp. They'll say, hey, Bitstamp, send $1,000 worth of pesos to this account in Mexico. Bitstamp converts the spot rate. It moves over the XRP ledger in 8 seconds. It gets converted by Bitso on the other end into peso at the spot rate, and then goes out on local rails to the ultimate bank account of the recipient. All of that takes, because there's bank processes on either end that we can't fully control, it takes about 10 minutes, which used to be 3 days. And we've been told that the overall rate that they're seeing is 20 some odd basis points less than they would have seen otherwise, even taking into account FX fluctuations, et cetera, et cetera.
Payment infrastructure news adoption of global standards like ISO 20022 is critical. Despite lower readiness in some regions, the Middle East is aligning with these standards to enhance cross-border payments efficiency. Insights by Volante Tech. We got Perry and DC. Rumor has it Senator Elizabeth Warren has started speculation about Kamala Harris considering Gary Gensler for Treasury Secretary.
I've heard a lot of different things. So according to my sources inside the SEC, he's toying with the idea of stepping down from the chairmanship role into a commissioner role. And we're hearing he is entertaining that because he may not be able to get a job anywhere else because he's that unpopular. You know, there was this rumor floating around on the internet recently that Kamala Harris was considering nominating him to Treasury Secretary. Right. So we're hearing that actually was planted by Elizabeth Warren, who actually is the number one nemesis. I think she's number one. Gary Gensler is more so just operating at her direction.
Where does one begin and the other end, though?
So, and we're hearing the reason why she did that is because they're then planning to do some polling on how did that announcement impact her base.
Who do you think would be a candidate for the chair position if Gensler were to step aside?
I actually have information on this that I'm not at liberty to share. But
Caitlin Long, well, after appearing in the New Yorker story this week, the instigator of the U.S. government-wide crypto crackdown, Bharat Ramamurthy, spoke for Harris's campaign on CNBC today. Sure looks like Harris is embracing him. Moderate Dem is trying to get him out. Doesn't seem to be succeeding. CNBC host slaps down Harris show, peddling unrealized gains, tax talking points. He sits there like a guilty dog.
Unrealized gains, taxing unrealized gains just doesn't seem fair in any sense of the word. In the very best sense, if you are taxing unrealized gains, all you're doing is pulling forward the taxes that would be paid later when someone actually sells the stock.
I think that this reaction to unrealized gains is a little funny, given that I bet that the majority of people watching right now are already paying a tax on unrealized gains. It's called a property tax. When the value of your home goes up,
it's a use tax.
When the value of your home goes up, you pay higher taxes, even if you don't sell your home.
Your value of your home never moves the way the stock moves, the way something else moves. It's also, property tax is a use tax. You're paying for the schools, you're paying for emergency services. Those are things that make absolute sense.
Sure, and all the revenue that comes in from these unrealized gains taxes and the other taxes in the Harris plan are going to go to creating what she calls more opportunity. It's to make sure that every newborn born in this country gets $6,000
services.
Well, look, you're arguing that this is some sort of foreign concept that's completely unknown in the U.S. tax code.
It's probably unconstitutional. It's probably, and it was never in anyone's intent to
it's not income.
tax.
It's not an income tax,
and it's never going to happen. Probably. Not in, well, I'm not going to say my lifetime.
I wouldn't say that.
Not in Becky's lifetime.
CoinDesk, cryptocurrency is a litmus test for freedom. CEO says, here's why.
And look at cryptocurrency as a litmus test for freedom. That might sound a little cheesy, but it's true. In Russia, North Korea wants to steal your crypto, but they don't want to give it to their citizens because that would make them free. And so, you know, we're at a pivotal point in the United States where do we go the direction that crypto is self-hosted wallets are not allowed? Do we go a direction where there's no clarity and we push this multi-trillion-dollar industry to Europe and UAE and other places? Or do we embrace it as the software leader that we are, the global software leader that we are, Silicon Valley, and look at cryptocurrency as a litmus test?
Sentiment feed and some charts to close out. Crypto's latest retrace is coming after longs reporting in on exchanges like DYDX. At its highest rate since Bitcoin's all-time high craze in March, greed suddenly came pouring in August 25th, and liquidations happened swiftly. When funding rates gets extreme in either direction, they're always prone to get liquidated and shoot markets in the opposite direction. Look for funding rates to stabilize or potentially even start leaning towards a short bias, as a sign that BTC and other assets will start to bounce again. Another one from Sentiment Feed. Bitcoin currently sits at 58.9K, which is apparently just fine for whale and shark holders. Over the past month, wallets with 10 to 10K BTC have collectively accumulated 133.3K more coins, while smaller traders continue to impatiently drop their holdings to them. We got Mustache. Most people are currently in the bear market mode, but this attitude was right in 2022, not yet. I'm playing the long-term game. Altcoins are on a trend line that has been meaningful for 8 years. RSI is in an uptrend just like 2014, 2018. Big wave is coming. Am on buy. XRP will quickly go above $10 plus and then $50 plus. There's nothing you can do about it. We got Mikey Bull Crypto XRP. The volatility has fallen below the 2017 level. This means a huge breakout in Raleigh looming as it was in 2017. 2020, XRP. The longer they take, the higher we climb. On that XRP rich list, top 10% holder, 3,023 XRP, top 1% holder, 61,445 XRP. May, September, shine like gold. On December, TikTok, where will those bags be? When that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open, the XRP's true price is finally revealed.
Reporting for
Later, glitches.
Be boosting so much wealth. I need me a shooter or two. We blast and we boost. Throw you the bag, I'll eat the oop. Used to be cash, now we get bags. No more throwing the cash. QR code on all of her asses. She got a ledger address. She said send me a drop, leave me a memo without a tag. You feeling attached? So many bags. You don't wanna send your XRP. Do you mind waiting? BTC, it'll be there in an hour. I got crypto powers. You can smell my flowers.
I'm spending my fiat on bags. They holding the fiat that's sad. I'm not gonna take it a chance.